All right, me old muckers. Twisty McFisty here, your trusty tour guide, ready to take you on a right proper adventure to the land of Turkish delights. And no, I don't just mean the sweets, though we'll be getting to those sugary morsels later. I'm talking about the whole shebang, the lot. Turkey, my friends, is a feast for the senses. We're talking ancient ruins that'll make you feel like Indiana Jones, landscapes so stunning they'd make your nan say, "Ooh, lovely." And food, oh my, the food, kebabs, baklava, Turkish delight, you name it, they've got it, and it's all absolutely scrumptious. Now, whether you're a seasoned traveller with a passport full of stamps, or this is your first foray out of your postcode, fear not. I'm here to give you the inside scoop, the tips and tricks, the hidden gems that'll make your Turkish adventure one for the books. So buckle up, grab your fez, and get ready for the ride. We're about to embark on a whirlwind tour of this magical country, from the bustling bazaars of Istanbul to the tranquil thermal pools of Pamukkale. By the end of this, you'll be saying merhaba like a pro and craving Turkish tea like it's going out of fashion. Let's go. First stop, Istanbul. The beating heart of Turkey, a city where east meets west and the streets are alive with energy. And there's no better place to experience the vibrant soul of Istanbul than the Grand Bazaar. Picture this, a labyrinth of over 4,000 shops, a symphony of sights, sounds and smells, and enough treasures to make Aladdin jealous. We're talking carpets so colourful they'd make a rainbow blush, spices that'll tickle your nostrils, and enough gold to make Midas say, "Steady on." It's a shopper's paradise, but be warned, me old chums, you'll need your wits about you. The Grand Bazaar is not for the faint of heart. But fear not, my friends, I'm here to give you the inside scoop on how to navigate this glorious chaos. First things first, channel your inner haggler. Don't be afraid to barter, it's all part of the fun. Start low, be confident, and don't be afraid to walk away. And most importantly, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden gems, tucked away amongst the tourist trinkets are true treasures waiting to be discovered. Just remember to pace yourself, you can't conquer the Grand Bazaar in a day. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Now let's talk Turkey, or should I say, Turkish delight. No trip to the Grand Bazaar is complete without indulging in this sweet treat. Imagine, if you will, a mouthful of rosewater-infused jelly, dusted with powdered sugar and bursting with flavor. But don't just settle for any old Turkish delight, my friends. Look for the good stuff, the real deal. Ask the shopkeeper for a taste, see if it melts in your mouth. And remember, a little haggling goes a long way. Once you've stocked up on enough Turkish delight to satisfy your sweet tooth, it's time to venture deeper into the labyrinthine alleys of the Grand Bazaar and get lost in the maze of carpets, ceramics and copperware. And if you're feeling peckish, grab a quick bite from one of the many street vendors. From savory kebabs to freshly squeezed pomegranate juice, there's something to tantalize every taste bud. Just be sure to have some Turkish lira handy, those souvenirs won't buy themselves. Right, after all that haggling and bustling, you'll be needing a bit of R&R, wouldn't you say? Well, pack your swim trunks and slap on some sunscreen, because we're off to Pamukkale, home to one of Mother Nature's most spectacular creations, the thermal pools. Now picture this, cascading white terraces filled with turquoise water, steam rising gently into the air like something out of a fairy tale. It's like stepping into another world, a world where relaxation is king and stress melts away like an ice cream cone on a hot summer's day. But here's the kicker, these ain't your average swimming pools, no sir. These waters are said to have healing powers, thanks to the natural minerals bubbling up from deep within the earth. So take a dip, soak up the views and let those aches and pains simply drift away. Just be careful not to drop your sunglasses in, they might turn a funny shade of calcium. Now, Pamukkale isn't just about soaking in hot springs, although let's be honest, that's a pretty good reason to visit. Just a hop, skip and a jump away from the terraces lie the ruins of Hierapolis, an ancient Roman city with a history as rich as a Christmas pudding. We're talking temples, theatres and even an acropolis, all frozen in time, just waiting to be explored. You can almost hear the echoes of Roman sandals slapping against the stone streets. And let me tell you, the view from the top of the ruins overlooking the cascading white terraces is enough to make your jaw drop faster than you can say Ave Caesar. It's a sight that'll stay with you long after you've left Turkey. So slather on that sunscreen, grab your camera, and get ready to experience the magic of Pamukkale. It's a place where history and nature collide in a symphony of beauty and wonder. All right, mates, buckle up. We're off to Cappadocia, a place so magical it makes Disney World look like, well, just a regular world. Imagine this, hundreds of hot air balloons all rising with the sun, painting the sky in a kaleidoscope of colours. It's like a giant birthday party, but instead of cake, you've got stunning valleys and ancient rock formations. These balloons soar over a landscape straight out of a fairy tale. Trust me, you won't regret it. After your magical flight, you'll touch down back on solid ground. They're experts at landing these things. Time to explore the wonders on the ground. Check out those incredible fairy chimneys. These bizarre rock formations look like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. It's like Mother Nature got creative with her Play-Doh. Stay in a cave hotel carved into these formations. Talk about a unique Airbnb experience. Cappadocia is also home to incredible underground cities. These subterranean metropolises were built centuries ago. Wander through tunnels and marvel at ancient churches. It's like a history lesson, but way more interesting. Cappadocia, a place to float among clouds and explore ancient wonders. Right, let's hop in our time machine, shall we? We're heading to ancient Ephesus, one of the best preserved Roman cities. This place was once a bustling metropolis with grand temples and a massive library. The Library of Celsus housed thousands of scrolls, one of the largest in the ancient world. Imagine the British Library, but with better weather and fewer pigeons. Right, let's move on from the library. We've got more exploring to do. The Great Theatre of Ephesus could seat 25,000 spectators. Imagine that many people in one place. It's like Wembley Stadium during a concert. This place has seen plays, gladiatorial combats, and public executions. Now it's much more peaceful. Hear the echoes of the past as you walk through. You might feel inspired to start your own gladiatorial combat league. Just make sure you've got good health insurance. No trip to Ephesus is complete without visiting the Temple of Artemis. Once a wonder of the ancient world, now only a few columns remain. Even in ruins it's impressive. It's like Stonehenge, but with more stray cats. Ephesus, a chance to step back in time and immerse yourself in history. Just watch out for falling columns and try not to get lost. Right, folks, enough with the history lessons for now. Let's talk about something truly important. Food! And when it comes to deliciousness, Turkey is a culinary paradise. We're talking a symphony of flavors, a carnival for your taste buds, a full-on foodgasm. Now, I know what you're thinking. James, love, isn't Turkish food just kebabs? Oh, my friend, you couldn't be more wrong. While those grilled meat skewers are undeniably delicious, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Turkish cuisine is a vibrant mix of Mediterranean, Middle Eastern and Central Asian influences, resulting in a melting pot of mouth-watering dishes. We're talking juicy lamb koftas, smoky eggplant dips, freshly baked pide, like a Turkish pizza, but way better, and lentil soups that'll warm your soul. And don't even get me started on the mezes. These small plates are like tapas, but with a Turkish twist, and they're perfect for sharing. Well, theoretically, they're for sharing, but let's be honest, you'll probably want to keep them all for yourself. And for dessert, oh boy, do they do dessert well in Turkey. Baklava, Turkish delight, kunefe. These sweet treats are so good they should be illegal. They're like little bites of heaven, but with more sugar and probably less harp music. Right, let's talk street food, because let's be honest, who doesn't love a good street food adventure? And in Turkey, you're spoiled for choice. First up, you have to try a doner kebab. Imagine this, succulent slices of meat, shaved off a rotating spit, tucked inside a fluffy pita bread with all the fixings. It's the ultimate late-night snack, perfect for soaking up all that delicious Turkish tea you'll be drinking. And speaking of tea, you can't visit Turkey without experiencing the traditional tea culture. They take their tea very seriously here, serving it in those cute little tulip-shaped glasses. And don't even think about asking for milk in your tea unless you want to be banished from the country. But it's not all about the meat sweats and sugar highs in Turkey. If you're looking for a more refined dining experience, you're in luck. Turkish fine dining is all about fresh, seasonal ingredients, expertly prepared and presented with a touch of Ottoman flair. Think succulent lamb dishes, delicate seafood and aromatic rice pilafs. So, there you have it, my friends. A culinary journey through the tastes of Turkey. From street food to fine dining, there's something to tantalize every taste bud. Just be sure to pack your stretchy pants. You're going to need them. All right, me old mucker, buckle up. We're off on a right corker of an adventure. We're talking about a Bosphorus cruise. Imagine yourself, hair blowing in the wind, seagulls squawking overhead, a cheeky Turkish delight in one hand and a cuppa in the other. This ain't no ferry ride to Staten Island, no sir. This is the real deal. The Bosphorus Strait, you see, it's a bit of a celebrity in these parts. It separates Europe and Asia, which means technically you could have breakfast in one continent and pop over for a spot of tea and a biscuit in the other. Now, wouldn't that be a story to tell back home? And the sights you'll see, magnificent palaces, grand mosques, charming little villages, all passing by like a scene from a postcard. Keep your eyes peeled for the Maiden's Tower, a mysterious little number with a tale or two to tell. So there you have it, my friend, the Bosphorus cruise. It's a journey through history, a feast for the eyes, and a chance to soak up the magic of Istanbul from a whole new perspective. Now, as you're bobbing along this iconic waterway, you'll find yourself surrounded by the sights and sounds of this vibrant city. You'll see fishermen casting their lines, hoping for a catch of the day. You might even spot a dolphin or two. They love a good cruise just as much as we do. And speaking of a good time, don't forget to indulge in a bit of Turkish tea and snacks on board. Trust me, they know how to do a good brew in these parts. And if you're feeling peckish, grab yourself a simit, a kind of Turkish bagel. Absolutely delicious. As the sun begins its descent, casting a warm glow over the city, the call to prayer will echo from the mosques, creating an atmosphere that's both peaceful and powerful. It's a moment you won't soon forget. So there you have it, my friend. A Bosphorus cruise is more than just a boat trip. It's an experience, a sensory overload in the best possible way. It's Istanbul in all its glory, and you, my friend, are right in the heart of it. Right then, you lucky ducks, pack your bathers, slap on some sunscreen and get ready for some serious relaxation because we're heading to Antalya. This place, my friends, is a beach bum's paradise, a sun worshipper's dream, and a haven for anyone who loves the sound of waves crashing against the shore. Imagine miles of golden sand, sparkling turquoise waters, and enough sunshine to make even the palest Brit a little bit bronzed. We're talking about beaches so beautiful they'd make a postcard jealous. From the lively shores of Konyaaltı Beach to the secluded coves of Lara Beach, Antalya's got something for everyone. Fancy a bit of adventure? Dive into the crystal clear waters and explore the vibrant underwater world. Feeling lazy? Grab yourself a sun lounger, order a cocktail or two, when in Rome, eh? And soak up those rays. It's your holiday. You do you. Antalya's beaches are a feast for the senses, the feel of warm sand between your toes, the smell of salty air, the sound of laughter and children playing. It's pure bliss. So lather yourself in sunscreen, grab a good book and get ready for some serious relaxation because Antalya's beaches are calling. Now, while the beaches are the main attraction in Antalya, don't think for a minute that this place is just a pretty face. Oh no, my friend, Antalya has hidden depths, layers like a delicious baklava. Step back in time and explore the ancient ruins of Perugia and Aspendos, wander through the charming old town of Kaleci with its narrow streets and Ottoman-era houses. Or take a cable car up to the summit of Mount Tatali for breathtaking panoramic views. Feeling adventurous? Try your hand at paragliding, whitewater rafting, or even canyoning in the nearby Taurus Mountains. And if you're a history buff, well then you're in for a right royal treat. Antalya's history stretches back centuries, with influences from the Greeks, Romans and Ottomans all leaving their mark on this fascinating city. So there you have it, Antalya's got it all. Stunning beaches, ancient history, thrilling activities, and enough delicious food to satisfy even the most discerning foodie. It's a destination that truly has something for everyone, and I guarantee you'll leave with a suitcase full of souvenirs and a heart full of memories. Right, you lot, put on your hiking boots, pack your sense of adventure and maybe a couple of Kendal mint cakes, because we're about to embark on a journey to the very peak of Turkey, the legendary Mount Ararat. This is a climb for true adventurers, thrill seekers and those who love a challenge. Standing tall at 5,137 meters, Mount Ararat is Turkey's highest peak. According to Genesis, Noah's Ark rested here after the Great Flood. Whether you believe the stories or not, the mountain's presence is awe-inspiring. The climb is not for the faint of heart. It's a challenging trek across rugged terrain and snow-capped peaks, but the views from the top are breathtaking. They'll leave you speechless. So, if you're up for a challenge, lace up those boots and head for Mount Ararat. Just remember to pack your camera for the gram. Now, while conquering the summit of Mount Ararat is an achievement in itself, the adventure doesn't end there. The surrounding region is steeped in history, culture and natural beauty, just waiting to be explored. You can visit the ancient Armenian monastery of Corvirat, its stone walls whispering tales of times gone by, and marvel at the perfectly preserved medieval Armenian city of Ani, once a bustling hub of trade and culture. And let's not forget the local Kurdish culture, so rich and vibrant, with its warm hospitality, delicious cuisine and colourful traditions. Imagine yourself sipping a cup of freshly brewed Turkish coffee with the locals, listening to their stories and sharing a laugh or two. It's an experience that'll warm your heart and stay with you long after you've left. So there you have it, my friends. Mount Ararat is more than just a mountain. It's a journey through history, a cultural immersion, and a chance to challenge yourself both physically and mentally. It's an experience that'll stay with you long after you've returned from your Turkish adventure. And who knows, you might even come back with a tale or two of your own. All right, mates, picture this. You've been traipsing around Turkey, exploring ancient ruins, haggling in the Grand Bazaar, maybe even taking a hot air balloon ride over Cappadocia. You're knackered, right? Well, my friends, it's time for some serious pampering Turkish style. That's right. We're talking about the Turkish hamam, a tradition that's been around for centuries. Now, I know what you're thinking. James, a bath? That's your idea of excitement. But trust me on this one, this is no ordinary bath. This is a full-on immersive experience. You'll be lathered, scrubbed and massaged within an inch of your life. We're talking about levels of relaxation you didn't even know existed. You'll walk out feeling like a brand new human being, ready to tackle the rest of your Turkish adventure. Now, I know what you're thinking. James, I'm not sure about getting scrubbed down by a stranger. And listen, I get it. I'm a bit particular about who touches my back as well, but trust me, these folks are professionals. They've been doing this for years and they'll have you feeling like royalty in no time. Plus, the hamam is about more than just getting clean. It's a social event, a chance to connect with locals and experience Turkish culture firsthand. It's like a spa day, a history lesson and a cultural immersion all rolled into one. So don't be shy, folks. Throw on a peştemal, that's a Turkish towel for all you non-linguists out there, and dive headfirst into the wonderful world of the Turkish hamam. You won't regret it. Okay, listen up, my fellow adventurers. We've covered the big hitters, the must-sees of Turkey, but now it's time to ditch the guidebook, throw caution, not literally of course, to the wind and discover some hidden gems. Because let's be honest, the best travel stories always come from those unexpected detours, those moments when you stumble upon something truly special, far from the madding crowd. And trust me, Turkey is bursting with these hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered. First on our list of hidden gems is the charming village of Sirince. Nestled in the hills, it's like stepping back in time. Think cobblestone streets, traditional houses, and locals sipping Turkish coffee like time stands still. But don't think for a minute that this is just a sleepy little village. Oh no, Sirince is also known for its fruit wines. That's right, fruit wines, and they're delicious, my friends. So take a stroll, soak up the atmosphere, and maybe indulge in a glass of cherry or pomegranate wine. And for our next trick, we're whisking you away to the breathtaking Sackleikent Gorge. This natural wonder will blow your socks off, or at least have you reaching for your hiking boots. Imagine towering cliffs, a rushing river, and a sense of adventure that'll make your heart race. And there you have it, folks, our top travel tips for an unforgettable trip to Turkey. From the bustling streets of Istanbul to the tranquil terraces of Pamukkale, from the ancient ruins of Ephesus to the hidden gem of Sirince, we've covered it all. We hope these tips add value to your vacation planning and help you explore Turkey like a local. Don't be afraid to try new things, haggle like a pro, and most importantly, embrace the Turkish culture with open arms. Safe travels, and don't forget to share your adventures with us. Until next time, happy travels.